Okay, so we're just gonna do an Instagram 101, and I'm gonna share my screen with you so that you can see everything, because it would be hard to talk to you and show through the computer. So let me do that real quick. It's not. Okay, can you see it? Okay. Okay, so first I'm going to show you some apps that I use. I like to use Plan. I don't know if you've heard of Plan before. PLANN. What's really cool about it is when you post, it shows your feed. And if you are like, oh, I don't know if you want your feed to look pretty, and you're like, oh, I don't know if it will look good, then I'll post it on here to see if it kind of makes my feed look better. And also, you can schedule out posts in advance. So if you see this, the top one doesn't have an Instagram sticker in the corner. That means I haven't posted it. It's just being planned. So when you click on it, it's cool because you can write your caption that you want to write down, and then you can set a reminder using the clock if you want to. And it tells you the best time to post because it's connected to your Instagram. So you can also like copy and post it to your Instagram. Another thing that I really like is the hashtag symbol at the bottom. You can click it, and then you can have different sets of hashtags. So I have like a winter fashion, home decor, beauty, family, and it's just a different set. So if you have like bio cleanse, you want maybe a specific hashtag set for that, and so forth. And then with the set, so I'm gonna X out on Zara fashion at the very bottom. When you click it and you type in a hashtag, it will come up, and you see the numbers next to it. It's like a color. So when it's in red, it means it's being used too much. So when you use this hashtag planner type thing, it will tell you which hashtags are being planned or being used too much, and you don't want to use those because then your post won't be seen. So the lower the number, the better. Of course, max I like to do is like 700,000 hashtags. Max. More than that, your post is just not going to be seen. And at least I like to do like, if there's 100, like just like 100 hashtags, if that makes sense. Like say love only had 100 times being used, then yeah, I would want to use that one because there's not a lot of traffic, so more people will see that hashtag. So I like to use that. You can pay for it if you want. I don't know what it is monthly, and it will tell you the performance, like the percent of engagement and when your followers are most active, what was the best performance on your post. So you kind of get an idea of what your followers like on Instagram. Okay, let's get out of that. Another one is I like to use Lightroom to edit my photos. It's pretty easy, pretty basic. Okay, so now about Instagram. I'm going to go through like I'm posting. So I'm going to pick this photo. I'm going to choose next, and then you can edit it at the bottom if you want to use like their specific styles. And so you write the caption. Now hashtags, you don't want to do more than 30 because then you'll be banned. You cannot use more than 30. Max 30, the less the better. So I like to use maybe like 10. And I like to be really specific, and it's best to be very specific on your hashtags. If you want, you can tag people, and you can click the tag people at the top, and then you just click anywhere on the screen and then type in the name of who you want to tag. So if you want to tag Plexus, you can click it, type in Plexus, and then click their Instagram, and then it will tag them. Now you can do add location, because when you add a location, you will, like Las Vegas, people will also see your post by location. So they're seeing it by hashtags, locations, engaging with others. It helps your post be seen more. Now I know a lot of you are going to ask, how can I post on Instagram and Facebook at the same time? So you can click, like I just clicked cancel on the top. Okay, stop it. To do Michaela Taylor Facebook, but you might not have it linked. So I'm going to show you how to link it. I'm going back, and I'm going to my profile, and in the top where the 3 lines are at, you're going to click that, and you are going to go to, what is it? Settings at the top. You're going to go to account, and then you're going to go to linked accounts, and then you'll see Facebook at the top. When you click on Facebook, it will ask you to sign in to your Facebook. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit continue. Open my Facebook. It's going to log in, let it have access to it. And you can start sharing to Facebook. I don't want to, so I'm just going to say not right now. Now it gives you the option on the top. It says share to. And you can click that, and you can choose your Facebook profile or like your business page. Because when you have a business account on Instagram, you have the option to make a Facebook page for your business account for Instagram. Because if you ever do ads on Instagram, it will connect to your Facebook page. But that's for something else. It's required if you're going to do ads. So you'll just want to choose your Facebook profile if you don't have a page, or you can do your page, whatever. And then it gives you the option to automatically share to your stories if you click on that, and your posts. Okay. Now after you post, I did an experiment, and for a while after I post, I wouldn't engage. I would just post, then leave. And I was not getting any engagement on my post, on my Instagram post, and I would get discouraged. And so then I decided, okay, I'm going to do like 30 to 45 minutes of engaging on Instagram. So I usually will follow other bloggers, because that's who I like associate myself with, because I consider myself a blogger and an influencer. So I will interact with them, and it creates friendships. But also what I like to do is, like this girl right here, she's a blogger. And so I'll go to her comments, and she has 75 comments. And then I will comment and go to like someone's page who commented on hers and click on it, and I will engage with them. And then they'll engage with me. So I'll like 4 or 5 of their pictures, and then in return, they will do that to me. It's just, I don't know, just something, I don't know. They just do it. But they are then engaging with me. I get engagement. I get people see that, and then when they engage with me, that means more people are seeing my post. I'm getting more engagement. And you could also do this like if you're not a blogger or whatever, and you're just doing it for Plexus, you could also do it for I'd hate to say it, but like other network marketers, because they're your same, like we're the same in that sense. So you could also comment on them, on their posts, and comment on their comments, because people are wanting to interact with them as well. Another thing I like to do to engage and get more engagement is I like to look up a hashtag. So if you go on Instagram and you do the magnifying glass at the bottom and you click on it, and you're going to do, let's say, gut health. But you're going to do tags because it's a hashtag. So you're going to click on gut health, and then you could scroll through and engage with all of these people because they are also talking about gut health. Or like if you want to say, I don't know, if you want to look up back pain because people are commenting or hashtagging back pain because they're complaining about it on an Instagram post, you could look at those and then engage with those people and become friends, and then they might follow you, and then they see your post, and then they could, be a customer or an ambassador type thing. Now I'm going to move on to stories, and then we will go for questions. Hopefully I'm not talking too fast and I'm making sense. Okay, stories. Whitney wanted me to do this really basic, so if you know how to do this, I'm sorry. Okay, when you'll click on your name at the top, and then there's a plus sign by your profile picture. You'll click on it, and then the middle button, if you just click it, it's a picture. If you hold on to it, it's a video. I'm just going to do a picture real quick. And then at the bottom is filters. Now, I know people have a hard time doing like GIFs, or how do you do the polls or whatever. So it's that little square with the smiley face at the top. You'll click that, and then you can choose your location, mention, hashtag. This is where you can Google GIFs, and GIFs will pop up. Here's the poll where you can ask a question. It's just like Facebook, and then you do the 2 options. Delete that. And then the questions, you can be like, what did you do today? And then they respond in here. Countdown. I like to do this once in a while for Plexus. They just do that. You can do a quiz, and you can do different options for the quiz. And you just kind of want to do it in your way. I don't know why this is, okay. For Plexus. And then you can start a chat with people if you wanted to on Instagram stories. The squiggly line on the top is how you can write, and you can change the pins to just a normal marker, a highlighter, neon, and then it just erases. And then I just found this out, and I've been on Instagram stories for a while. When you type out something, and then you see that square box in the corner that says A, that has A in it, and you click on it, it blocks it out. And I had no idea until recently. So, and then you can change the color of it if you want to. And you can change the wording to classic, modern, but it doesn't do the square. I had no idea that the square is right there to square it out. And when you have an Instagram story, I'm not sure if you have seen it, but at the bottom, you can see how many people have seen it and click on it. And then it pops up. And then you can message them. This is how I do it when I do like a poll on my Instagram stories for Plexus. Whenever I do like the 3-day challenge, and I say in the poll, I say, how do I order one and what comes in it? I get people that take the poll, and then I message them right away, which I wanted to show you this cool trick. When you change your Instagram to content creator, you can do this. And I know there's notes, but okay. When you go into your settings on your profile, 3 lines at the top, settings, and then creator right there, you can do quick replies, the 3rd one down. And when you click on that, I have Plexus at the top, and then I have this shortcut keyboard. So when people take my polls or they have a question or whatever about Plexus, I can go in, because this is the shortcut, quick replies that I've created. When I go into here, my friend right here, and I message her and I type in Plexus, the little message icon comes up, I click on it, and then it types it all out automatically. So it's just a quick reply. Now with both business account on Instagram and content creator, you both get analytics. The analytics are just different on there. They're slightly different, but pretty much the same. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing. Can you see me? Okay.
I have a question. I have a question. Okay, so how did you get into that content thing? I lost you from the beginning. I got into my settings, into the 3 bars, and then where did you go from there?
Okay, so settings.
So you went into settings.
Then there will be, it'll say creator with a little person and a star next to it.
Yep, so I don't have that.
Okay, so you'll want to go, if you want to change your account to creator account, then you'll go to settings.
But what is a creator account? I don't understand.
Honestly, the difference between a business account and a content creator account, there is no difference besides when you do, like when I work with a business and I'm doing sponsor content for them and they're paying me to post on my Instagram, I can connect my post to them, and then they get the analytics of that post, so they can keep an eye on our sponsorship that we have. And then another difference is you can, when you go into your messages, can you see my screen?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, when you go into your messages, you have 2 different folders, I guess, for your messages. So there's primary and then there's general.
Yes.
So that's the only difference between business and content creator, from what I know, because I was business and it didn't really change that much. But to change into content creator, you want to go to your settings and account, and then it'll be in blue, light up in blue at the bottom, and it'll say switch to content creator, switch to personal account, or switch to business account.
Oh, I see exactly.
You see that?
And so that's all you do is you click it?
Yep. That's all you do is switch it.
Okay.
And it should pop up and tell you, oh, these things will change about your Instagram.
I got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Did anyone else have any questions?
Okay, since nobody else has them, I have it. So on stories, so I do stories, but I don't do them like every day. And I know you're a blogger, so perhaps you can tell me like, what's the benefit of doing them every day or every other day or?
Okay. It just is showing your followers that you're active. And that you're like showing up. So something, I'm in Preston's group thing, and I talked to him about this. He coached me on this, and I was like, I don't post every day. I'm not getting a lot of engagement. No one wants to interact with me. And he was like, well, you don't post every day. I'm like, yeah, I don't. And so he kind of was like the people that you follow, the bloggers that you follow, and they're getting a lot of engagement, are they posting every day? And I'm like, yeah, they are. And so he's like, well, they're top of mind. So like, when I think of them as being successful is because I think of them being active and they're constantly posting, and that's why they're getting so much engagement. And they're being top of mind for people. And so people are like, oh, I'm going to go to this person's page because I know she posts every day. I know she's there. She will always be there for you, and she is active. And so that's what I have to tell myself. I'm like, okay, by me posting and being active, I'm going to be top of mind for my followers. And when they want to go to me for advice or like fashion or whatever, or even Plexus too, by being like posting regularly on about Plexus, I'll be top of mind and be like, oh yeah, Michaela, she does Plexus. I wanted to ask her some questions, or oh, the fashion, I want to ask her this. So just because you're not going to notice right away, but it's like the consistency of, and I did have a blogger tell me to like post every hour on Instagram stories. No. I'm not doing that. I just noticed just posting every day, and it doesn't have to be a lot, makes a difference.
So is it better to do it in the morning? Is it better to do it at the end of the day, throughout the day? Should you do it all at one time? Should you do it at different times of the day? Is it like whenever you can fit it in?
I do it whenever I can fit it in, and also when I have like sometimes I have to schedule out like, okay, tomorrow I'm going to talk about this. The next day I'm going to talk about this. I try not to do it all at once so that every day I have something to talk about. And I don't follow that one blogger that says to do it every hour. I just do it every few hours throughout the day, and I don't notice a huge like surplus of people watching at a certain time of day. And I kind of just do it when like, okay, when I'm not busy, maybe more other people will be busy, because I'm targeting moms. So I'm like, okay, when I'm not busy, other moms won't be busy. So okay, Carol said, do you know if it goes against you if you post Facebook and Instagram at the same time? No, I don't think it does. I did hear that, I have heard that it's not best to like post the same thing you would post on Instagram on Facebook, but that was a while ago, and I don't know if that's true now. You know, like they're such similar platforms that I don't see a big problem in posting the same thing on Instagram as you would on Facebook. They're basically the same, almost the same. So I don't think it would go against you.
I would say, like, for me, I don't think so, because like the older crowd follows me on Facebook and the younger crowd follows me on Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
And then just like chiming in on that too, I'd be careful on using the same Instagram and Facebook captions, because Facebook has a different type of caption that you'd want to use when compared to like an Instagram. So like Instagram, you'd want a small, shorter caption, or Facebook, it could be like a longer, more well-explained caption on whatever product you're trying to highlight.
Yeah. That is very true, because people on Instagram, they don't want to take the time to read your posts. They just want to see a pretty picture. That's why you want to take good quality pictures.
And one of the things they were saying is that the consistency with the pictures, like use the same color or use the same, what do you call those, where you change the
preset
filter.
Yeah, and they said that that's really important to be consistent with that.
It is. Yeah, I would, if you're going to do anything, if you're going to change anything about your Instagram, I would do a preset. It's just something that's like, I don't know, it gives you character. It makes you stand out, even though there's still a lot of like influencers and bloggers that have presets already. You stand out of like the other network marketers that don't have a pretty feed, you know?
So would you say to set that preset in that app use Plan?
Plan is where you're going to plan out your Instagram post. It's not where you would have a preset. So when you have a preset, you're going to want to use Lightroom for your preset.
I can help on that one, because I've started that. You know what? I'll tell you, the easiest thing to do, Kirsten, is go pay someone for some presets.
Yes.
That's what I did.
Yeah. You can get them on Etsy. You can get presets on Etsy. You could probably Google on Instagram presets and other bloggers will come up.
So can I be really stupid? What's a preset?
Okay. I'll share my screen and I'll show you.
Okay. And it saves time, I'm guessing?
Yeah, a buttload of time. Okay, I'm just bringing it up. Okay, I'm going to go to Lightroom, which is the LR app.
Okay.
I'm going to click on it. Nisa Porter actually created my preset for me that I use on Instagram.
Okay.
We did?
Nisa Porter.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Okay.
She's on our team, and she's the photographer, Carol.
Yeah.
That's why I asked
know
her. She's a pro.
Yeah.
Okay, Mom, this is what a preset is. Okay, so this picture has my preset on it. So the 3 dots on the corner, actually, I'm going to, okay, never mind. I bought presets a while ago. So at the bottom, you see the D and G? Those are presets that other bloggers created. I bought presets a while ago. You're cutting out, Tia. I think that was who it was. Okay. Oh, wait, what happened to my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay,
yep.
It disappeared for me. Okay, I don't know where it went. Okay, oh, there it went. Okay, the D and G, I'm going to click on one. This one right there. The top 3 dots, circle dots, the right corner. I'm going to click on it, copy settings, check it to confirm, and then I'm going to go to one of my photos, and I'm going to click it. This same 3 dots at the top, click on it, paste settings, and then it changes it.
Oh,
you see that? Yeah. And then I hold it down, before, after.
I see.
I don't use that preset because I don't like it anymore, but that's what it does. And then you can tweak it if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what a preset is.
Okay, so how do you know what kind of preset you want to order or ask for?
So when you go on to Etsy, okay, you could go on Etsy. If you go on Instagram and look at bloggers' feeds and you search preset, you can look at other bloggers' feeds and be like, oh, I like that one, or I don't like that one, I like that one, because they'll use their preset and then you'll buy from them. Or you can go to Etsy and Google preset, and then it will come up and you'll buy it, and they'll give you instructions on how to download it onto Lightroom. So you know how to do that. And ones that I've purchased from, they'll help you if you have questions, just like message them to know how to do it. But Lightroom is free as well. So
I do have a question, actually. So I used to, for a while, I was doing Facebook and Instagram for a while, like just kind of forcing myself to do both. And then I just kind of got overwhelmed and I just kind of backed off of Instagram. So I haven't been on there for several months. So, and then since then, I've learned a lot more. Like I've got some presets now. And so my question is, this is honestly what I've thought about doing. I've been on Instagram for maybe, I don't know, 3 years. I've literally thought about just clearing the whole thing out and starting again. Is that stupid?
of like your preset?
So it looks pretty. No, yeah, because all the pictures are just kind of, there's a whole lot of selfies on there. And there's no preset pictures. Like they're not really, it's not a pretty feed.
It's not a pretty feed.
And I've actually thought about just clearing the whole thing and starting again. Like not just like, I don't know how, if you can delete all the pictures, but.
You can. So on my Instagram, I don't know. I guess it's up to you. Like it's not going to hurt you if you don't. I mean, I didn't, and you can scroll through and look at like my preset looks have changed throughout the years, and I still have like my ugly pictures that don't look pretty on there. But I think that's just up to you, what you want to do.
So if I was going to get started again, because I've been really on the fence thinking, I got to do this. I'm like, just need to force myself to do it. So give me some real basic 101. Should I post 2-3 times a day?
No.
Kind of do one more, less?
No, like, I would do, sorry, go ahead. Post one or twice a day.
Post maybe once a day and then do stories the rest of the day kind of thing? Or
yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I would start out small because see, I think on Facebook, I know like people talk about posting 2 or 3 times a day. I feel like it's so much where it's like you don't have time to engage with anyone. And that's why you might not be getting that much engagement. And I think that would go the same towards Instagram as well. Because if you're posting so much, it won't give you time in the day to engage with others. And then people won't see your post as much.
Honestly, this is what I do full time. So 3 times a day, I do get a lot of engagement, and I do engage with every single post.
Well,
but is Instagram different? That's what I'm asking. Like, obviously I'm 50. So, and so I'm not in the Instagram mindset. That's why I'm asking you. I'm better off just posting once a day and then just doing stories throughout the day.
You know what?
Like if I'm getting started, I'm just trying to figure out what to do to get started again.
I think you should start out with 1 time a day and then do a bunch of stories, because stories, everyone loves stories. Like it's something so quick for people to see that I would just do a bunch of stories and 1 post a day. And then if you want to move up to 2 posts a day, you go for it. Like if people want to engage, then you do it.
See, I never got the engagement with Instagram. I got great engagement with Facebook. I'm just not getting the Instagram engagement. So maybe I'm better off just going with 1 and going with stories. And I'm sorry, if anybody has questions, you stop me, because now they're all coming. So one post a day. Oh, I remember hearing, this is when I first started looking at Instagram, a year ago, seriously for business. So you kind of have like a glitch kind of thing. But even though I do Plexus, I'm not really posting about Plexus. I'm posting other things, right?
Right.
And then every now and then Plexus just happens to be in this post today, kind of thing. Is that kind of how it works still, or?
That's why I personally, Carol, I like to do stories because it's so easy for me to do personal, Plexus, personal. Like it's so fast for me to do it that way. It's way faster than a post.
Is that what you do? And so your posts, Kirsten, are they Plexus related, or are your posts personal related, or everything?
I use everything, but typically I try to do more personal on posts, and then on my stories I try to throw more Plexus in.
Yeah.
Okay.
On all of my posts, you will not find Plexus on my posts. You will only find fashion and beauty, and that's it. On my stories, I slowly started to put in Plexus, and that's the only way I post Plexus is on my stories. And I also that's how I get the best like turnaround and engagement on my Instagram stories.
I will tell you, if you follow a lot of the Instagrammers that are Plexus, that's what they do. They're all personal, and then they just once in a while they'll throw in some Plexus something or other stories.
Yeah, and sometimes I don't even do it every day, Plexus.
Yeah.
I'll
do it maybe every other day. I just like to I don't want to, hound people.
Thank you. I needed to have okay, let's get started. 101. Where do we start? What do we do? So I won't delete everything. I'll just start I just got some beautiful presets lately, and I'm wanting to use them.
You gotta use them. You should start using them right away.
I will. Not right now. I'm too tired. But I will tomorrow.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anyone else have any questions? Are we good?
Yeah, no, I think this was great. I think this was wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Super helpful for me. Yeah.
I hope it was as basic as could be.
Yes.
A little bit of.
Give us a couple weeks, and then we need like Instagram too.
Update.
Yeah, Instagram business. Yeah.
2.0.
2.0. Exactly.
Okay.
Thanks a ton.
You're welcome. Thank you
so much.